Morning, Niner Faithful. It's game day morning. These are Pete's takes off the road. Just driving to work. I'm gonna get these takes off real quick. I got 3 subjects I want to talk about and see how y'all feel about it. If you like the content, please let me know. My first take is we got the Cardinals today without Kyler Murray. It looks like without Kyler Murray. Looks like, obviously without J.J. Watt. It looks like they're not going to have 2 of their top receivers. If there was ever a game that we were going to beat the Cardinals, this would be it. I'm going to talk you're not going to hear a lot of off the tape and reading the tape and analyzing and numbers and statistics and analytics from me. These are just takes of mine off the dome. And how I feel about this game is there is no excuse for us not to win this game. I feel like Jimmy absolutely needs to assert himself in this game. If he doesn't, there's every opportunity for Trey to come in, even maybe for the second half, because everybody was really excited about the last game. But what I saw again from Jimmy was it was wishy-washy play. Did he make some plays? Yes, he made some plays. He's gonna make some plays. He should be. People are still sitting there going off of what he did in 2019. The man really hasn't done anything since the playoffs started of that season. So for us to still be sitting here expecting him to do some, finally get it and start hitting these wide open guys that Kyle leaves open on a regular basis, it's unrealistic at this point. So I understand that the best thing for Trey, I feel, the more I hear about it from other outlets, is that he really needs to just sit and watch and see, basically looking at Jimmy, what not to do. Why thinking to himself, why is Jimmy missing this guy? Why I see this, why isn't he seeing this? And he should get the opportunity to sit and see the things that he would do differently. That's my take on it. My second take is about Elijah Mitchell. Now, hopefully y'all didn't put him in your fantasy teams today, because I feel he's going to get much less snap count. All I've been hearing all week is that he's banged up. They brought Jeff Wilson off IR. They're probably going to split carries, I would think, especially in a game like this with Arizona, where Arizona's missing a lot of their pieces. I don't expect Elijah Mitchell to be as dynamic unless he just breaks one. That might affect his overall production. But overall, I expect him not to get more than 12 carries at most. Elijah Mitchell is going to be a great running back as long as he can stay healthy. But I feel like we say that a lot about the 49er running backs. We have a lot of good guys, good running backs, but on a regular basis, can they stay healthy is always the question. They get little dinged up. They cannot take the beatings of a rigorous NFL season. We know Mostert can. As good as Mostert is, as fast as Mostert is, if you touch him, he's going to break. Same thing with Jeff Wilson. Jeff Wilson runs a physical style, but his body cannot take that physical style. Hasty, he gets hurt, he gets dinged up too. So does Elijah Mitchell, because Elijah Mitchell runs a kind of more of a physical style. I feel like that's why they drafted Trey Sermon, because he was a bigger back. He could maybe take some of the beating, but he can't even get on the field. I feel like they still have a problem with him dancing in the hole and behind the line of scrimmage. Just hit the hole, man. Just hit the hole. Just put your foot in the ground and make one cut and go. And then once you get to the second level, then you can make all the moves you want. So that's how I feel about our back situation. The last part is I am sick and tired of people talking down about our defense and our cornerbacks in general. Those cornerbacks are doing the best that they can. We're not getting pass rush. Just so everybody's clear, our whole defense is predicated around us getting a ridiculous pass rush. They're still thinking that they can get the pass rush that they got in 2019, and they were basing their cornerbacks and putting those in place for that very reason. They're not supposed to cover somebody for more than like 3 or 4 seconds. So if you think that these guys were brought in at all, like they're just terrible, and the PI calls, they didn't have a PI call in the last game. They talked about on the TV broadcast that the defensive coordinator was really talking to the cornerbacks about staying in phase and staying in basically hip to hip, and like it's to take away some of those PI calls, and I feel like it worked. I don't know why they waited so long. I don't know why they waited so long to go over that. But it seems to have worked. And did they give up more points? Yeah, but once again, they're on the field more than the defense is on the field, way more than the offense. We don't control the clock. We no longer control the clock because we don't have the backs to just run the ball. We just don't. And even like we have backs that can break a big play, but I mean the reality is that we just don't have the offense to just take up clock like we used to. So we're still sitting there waiting for our defense to be, I think people are expecting our defense to be locked down at all times, and that's just not reality. What defense in the league is doing that right now? There is no defense in the league that I've seen that is just going to hold teams to nothing and not going to give up anything. Not going to give up the big play. Everybody's giving up something. So pay attention. Pay attention to other teams. Pay attention to what's going on in the league. Our defense is just fine. If we need to get our offense on a consistent output, like if we can just get that and just move the ball. That's why they looked so good when Trey was in there, was because you might say that, he was inexperienced and he didn't score a lot of points, but he was moving the ball. Penalties is what killed the offense in that game. It wasn't Trey's fault, in my estimation. And the defense wasn't on the field the whole game because they were able to move the ball and sustain drives. That is the key to our defense being solid. And that's the key for most defenses in the league being solid, is their offense needs to sustain drives. So for everybody that sits there and is dogging on our defense and saying, let's get rid of Norman, let's get rid of Fitzpatrick, let's get rid of this guy, let's get rid of this guy's not good, and like all the other stuff, they're doing their jobs. Let's make this clear. They're doing their jobs. Like, ask for your offenses to sustain drives and see if there's any difference in what the defense gives you. So that's really all I got for this drive. I'm about to pull into work right now. Thank you guys for listening. For those people that did listen, I'm gonna try and start getting these takes off on a regular basis, depending on what you guys say and give me in the comments. So have a great day. Go Niners, and let's hope their game plan today is to sustain drives, get the offense going. As far as let's hope that Jimmy can we get a little bit more of the Jimmy that we had last week, in the second half of what we got last week from Jimmy, and he's more aggressive. We get we got stellar play from the offensive line. So if Jimmy can shuffle around in the pocket and sustain some drives, I think that we will have a good chance to win today. My score that I'm picking a 25-21 victory for the Niners. Don't ask me how I got that number, but I just feel it in my bones. So that's my pick for this week. You guys have a great day, and go Niners.